G'day guys, welcome to my RX Plus feature video. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about Nrl's Round 18's predictions for 2024 guys. Let's get started. So starting off with this first game of this match, we see the Eels going up against the Rabbitohs. Now this game will be another great game. As we can say, the Rabbitohs have been absolutely really good in the last season, but since Latrell Mitchell is back, he's been absolutely really good for this game, like this team, I mean. But going into that side, basically for the team, I just think that this game, going up against the Eels, we could got like Clint Gutherson in there, and Rabbitohs, which is number 7 for the side. I believe it will be, I think Cody Walker, I believe, and yeah, Jack Whiteman, number 6. So this game will be really tight, hard, as what the Eagles did last week. They basically played a really good match, but then again they choked. And this performance was absolutely astonishing for the Eels. A great game that Moses had. Mitchell Moses did play really well in that match, and I could say about this match being like really great, but in the end, in the second half, the Eels didn't play so good, and yeah, they choked. So in this game, will be 1-12. I couldn't see 13 plus, but this match, I'm going to go with the Parramatta Eels. My Parramatta Eels by 13 plus, by 18 points. The Rabbitohs will struggle in this game, and yeah, I just think the Eels will have a great match, come out firing in this game, and being the Rabbitohs in this game. The next game of this match, we see the Sharks going up against the Titans. Now this game will be another great game. As usual, this game will be pretty much ideal game. I think that the Sharks, basically playing Coffs Harbour, RCEX International Stadium, this match will be a really great game, and I think that how the way that this could be is Ronaldo Mortalo is there with Jojo Fafita, with each other, but no Sione Katoa, which sees Daniel Atkinson at number 2. He's still got William Kennedy at number 1, fullback position for the team. But for that one, I could see the Titans winning this game. Only because that in this match, I do see how this is going to go. I reckon that it's going to be 1-12. I don't see 13 plus in this game, and I just reckon that it'll be either way. But basically in Coffs Harbour, usually Alefiona Camperera does score. He scored last week 4 tries in that match, but in CEX Stadium, I reckon he only scored 1. But then again, he's still got Nico Hines in that squad for the Sharks. And I just think that going up against the Titans, with Kieran Foran in that number 7 side for the team, I just reckon it'll be a very hard game. So in this one, I am going to go with the Gold Coast Titans by 1-12, by 10 points in this match to defeat the Sharks in this game. The next game of this match, we see the Broncos going up against the Panthers. Now this game will be another great game as usual. This game will be a pretty much either way game. The Broncos are pretty much a different side when they can play. The Panthers, they've lost against the Cowboys last week. I think 16 points to 6. Basically torrential rain didn't really go towards them. When they do play sunny, like either night or day, they can play a really great game. But when that it hits with thunderstorms, showers, heavy rain, torrential rain, they play absolutely terrible. But even though the Broncos, they can play well, but with the Panthers in there, I could see the Panthers firing up with Jerome Luai in there. We still got Dylan Edwards at fullback position, and Sione Tufa and Brian To'o, both wingers in the side for the team. But with the Broncos, apparently Dean Mariner is centre, which that was really surprising on how the way that he's going to play centre, number 3, which I think Jesse Artis or Corey Oates in at number 2, and someone in number 5, which I don't know. But this match, I am going to go with the Panthers 1-12 by 6 points. But the Broncos, I just don't see them winning. The Panthers will be too good. Last week they played hopeless, and I reckon this week they'll play really well. So I'm going to go with the Panthers by 10 points to defeat the Broncos in this game. The next game of this match, we see the Bulldogs going up against the Warriors. Now, this game will be another great game. As usual, the Bulldogs, they are really good when they play great footy. So does the Warriors. The Warriors are pretty much another team that can really play well with Dylan Watene-Selesniak in there. Tane Tuapiki in that fullback position. I'm pretty sure that he is in there. Then you got like Marcelo Montoya, number 5. No Sean Johnson, which sees Tamari Martin at 7, and Chanel Harris-Tavita at 6. I am exactly not too sure who is number 3 and number 4, but yeah. But with the Bulldogs, I just think that with Connor Tracy back into the team, which he was dropped last week, I reckon he'll play a really good game. And I could see this. The Bulldogs can play really well, but it depends on how the way they play. And not to be fair, not to be rude or anything, they can play terrible, they can play really shit, but it's just not their style, not their way. And this game for Bulldogs, Jarrell Skelton is dropped into the 18th position for the team, which I'm exactly not sure who is. I think it's Blake Wilson, the number 2. So this game really will go either way. But in this one, I'm going to go with the Warriors by 1-12 by 8 points in this game to defeat the Bulldogs in this match. And I think, yeah, the Bulldogs will struggle in this game. The next game of this match, we see the West Tigers going up against the Melbourne Storm. Now, this game will be another great game as usual. The West Tigers, they're not on their great deal of form, sitting in 17th position for the team, which the Melbourne Storm will play an alright game, but at Leichhardt Oval, I could see the Melbourne Storm getting 13 plus in here. The Tigers, they can play alright, but not 100%. And the Tigers are not going great. They've been up and down quite a few times. And I just feel so sorry for Benji Marshall that is coaching in there, that did play back in the day. And I could see this. The Melbourne Storm, with no Xavier Coates in there, which sees Kane Bradley at number 5 position for the team. That is a massive big blow for the Melbourne Storm, which still sees Will Warbrick at number 2 and Ryan Papenhuyzen at number 1 fullback position team. So the West Tigers, you've still got plenty of good players in there, but they need to really do the homework against the Melbourne Storm. Because the Melbourne Storm, they've got a good defending team but not decent enough to play footy. I just think that the Melbourne Storm will still get 13 plus, but West Tigers will struggle in this game. So I'm going to go with the Melbourne Storm by 13 plus, by 24 points, by big margin, to defeat the West Tigers in this game. The next game of this match, we see the Cowboys going up against the Manly Seagulls. Now, this game will be another great game. Cowboys are on their hot form lately, and with Chad Townsend, hearing this rumour that is definite, confirmed, that Chad Townsend will be going to the Sydney Roosters next year for a 1-year deal, so he will be leaving this club at the end of the season. That is a huge standout for Chad Townsend, which he's been playing for different types of clubs. And I tell you that now, he is a legend of his pride, of his performance, and good career on you, Townsend. I reckon he's a good quality player. Without him, there's no Cowboys in there. I could see this. Townsend will be playing really good on his hot form, red hot form, and the Manly Seagulls, with Jason Saab in there, I could see him playing a really good game of footy. I don't recommend that he will, but it's, one way or another. I just think this. Cowboys, with Tom Dearden in there, he is a good tackler, good defending player. When he's on, he is basically on. And saying this, the Cowboys will get it 1-12. Seagulls will struggle. Cowboys always do it at home, and they can be playing really defending and attacking game of football at their home stadium for the Cowboys. I just think that in this game will go either way. So in this one, I'm going to go with the Cowboys by 1-12, by 10 points in this game to defeat the Manly Seagulls in this match. The next game of this match, we see the Roosters going up against the Dragons. Now, this game will be another great game. The Roosters, like usually when the Dragons and Roosters do play, usually in Anzac, they clash. But these two sides can be playing really good footy. So, I could say this. The Roosters, last week, they absolutely flogged the West Tigers 40 points to 6. And in this game, I do see this. The Sydney Roosters can play well. They are a really good defending team in the comp. And with Dominic Young in there, I could see him scoring 2 tries in this game and play really well against the Dragons. He'll be the man to watch because he is fast, he is quick, and he is off the mark when he is on. So the Dragons, they are going a little bit better, but I have a gut feeling that they will struggle in this game. Only because the Dragons, in Wynn Stadium, they play pretty good. And Australia Jubilee, they play alright, but not at Allianz Stadium. I just think that they'll struggle in this game, and the Roosters will have this in the bag by 13 plus. So in this match, I am going to go with the Sydney Roosters by 13 plus, by 24 points, big margin, to defeat the Dragons in this match. And finally, the next game of this match, we see the Raiders going up against the Knights. Now, this game will be another great game. As usual, the Raiders are pretty much on their form, but when they are on their form in their stadium, they can play well. They can play a really good game. But with that one, as I do say, Xavier Savage is a really good player. And he is the man to watch, as Jordan Rapana is in that squad also too. But then again, you still got Matt Tomoko at number 3 as usual, playing in that style of pride. I think that the Newcastle Knights, since they played well against our Parramatta Eels, I could see this. The Newcastle Knights can play astonishing well, and they can play really great footy. And every time that I see this, Danny Levi, this player can score every time that he plays at GIO Stadium. He is a great player. And I do see this. The Raiders on their hot form, and they will come out firing. The Newcastle Knights will have an alright game, but the Raiders, they can play good. They can play astonishing well. But in this match, the Raiders, I reckon they'll come out firing. With obviously Xavier Savage going up against Kalen Ponga with fullback, and then Fletcher Sharp at number 14. So I do see the Newcastle Knights coming out firing, but not good enough as the Raiders will. So in this one, I'm going to go with 1-12 with the Raiders to defeat the Newcastle Knights in this game. And thanks for watching this video. Make sure you do like and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and have a good one.